Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to today's workshop, and I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to show up right now. I know how busy your day is, and I promise I will make it totally worth your while. I'm Jenny Trumpa, and I've got some great information for you today. Now, before we begin, I really need your commitment on something important. So what I need your commitment on is number one, please take notes and be a full participant while on this workshop till the very end. I've got some goodies to share with you, including some free downloadable worksheets, and I want to make sure that I can get those to you, but they're only going to be available once you have stayed for the entire webinar. And I really only want to connect with people that are going to be committed to putting what we discuss here today into action. So I'm going to be giving you my full energy and attention, and what I want to do is ask you to take notes and really try to get the most out of this lesson, okay? Number two, please reach out to me if you have any questions. My email address is Jenny, Jenni, @jennytrumpa.com. All right, if I have your commitment on all of this, and I know that you're committed to taking action to reach your goals, whether it be to improve your health, wellness, or any other element of your life using what we're going over today, then I'm ready to get started with you. I have a question for you guys. First of all, I'm going to ask you this. Have you ever tried setting a weight loss or any other kind of goal before? Now, many of you may be able to answer this question, right? So have you been able to reach those goals? If you haven't, no worries, you are not alone. I cannot tell you how common it is for people to decide on things that they truly want to accomplish in life, to set a goal to work towards that thing, but to ultimately come up short, leaving them frustrated and discouraged. In fact, 25% of people actually abandon their New Year's resolution after just 1 week. 1 week! And for those of us that managed to push past that week, 60% abandoned them within the first 6 months. Now, I know that many of you have said that you've tried setting weight loss goals before, and check this out, only 5% of people that lose weight on a diet are able to keep it off. And that means that 95% actually regain it, while many actually gain more than they originally lost. This next one actually crushes my heart every time I read it. Even after a heart attack, only 14% of patients make any lasting changes around eating or exercise. How incredible is that having a heart attack isn't enough motivation to make lasting changes? It's so tragic, and it's exactly why I'm here with you today to help show you what you need to do to make your goals stick so you can make impactful and lasting changes in your life. This is exactly where we start with all of our members and why they are able to be successful, because we guide them through the process of properly setting goals. We help them gain clarity and direction for where they want to go with their weight loss and more. And once we have clarity, we can then map out exactly what it is we need to do. I call this our goal setting GPS. Once you have that clarity and direction, it is much easier to know the steps needed to achieve that goal. Otherwise, we just drift along, hoping that something that we're doing will get us where we're trying to get to. Well, I'm here to help you stop drifting and to start taking action. That being said, I want you to know that you are in the right place if you've been working on the same goal or resolution year after year with little to no progress. Remember that stat from above? The average person makes the same resolution 10 separate times without success. You are in the right place if you typically start out strong, working towards your goals, to only find your progress slams headfirst into a wall once life throws something at you. And we all know that it will. And I want you to know that you're in the right place if you've tired of trying to lose the same weight over and over again, that you're ready to say enough is enough and ready to be 100% committed to it and to you. Now, before we get around to the good stuff, the meat and the sweet potatoes, I want to make sure you all get a copy of our amazing goal setting worksheet. And since we're going to be diving deep into the best goal setting strategies, I created a goal setting worksheet that you can start getting your goals down on paper and begin listing out the action steps that you'll need to take. So like I mentioned before, my name is Jenny Trumpa. And for those of you that don't know me, I am the owner of Vitality Lifestyle. I've helped hundreds of people increase their vitality, lose weight, get toned, have breakthroughs in their nutrition and fitness by changing their mindset and lifestyle habits. Setting goals and creating visions have helped both me and my clients succeed in manifesting our reality, and I want to help you do the same. So I want to go over a little of what you're going to be learning today. We are going to be discussing one strategy that will make you 42% more likely to accomplish your goals. We're going to cover how to quit-proof your goals so that you can finally check them off your list. We're going to make sure you know the simple goal-setting principle that will help you stop procrastinating and to start taking massive action, and what steps you need to take to start accomplishing the things that matter most to you. So I love this quote. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. It really does matter what we're feeding our brains. Now, whenever I do a workshop, I always like to have you ask yourself if you've written down your goals. Most people, can you believe this? Most people actually have not written down their goals. It's so surprising to me, given the fact that most people know intuitively, and research has proved this, that those who write their goals down accomplish significantly more than those who don't write their goals down. This is much like anything else that we know would be good for us, but that we fall to take action on. We know our lives would be better and that we would live longer if we would just exercise and eat healthy. We think our relationships would be better if we would take the time to spend time with our loved ones without the distraction of devices. The evidence is so overwhelming that people that set goals are happier, they live longer, and they make more money. But very few people actually do it. Hopefully we have an audience full of high achievers that are listening right now and that they like to set goals. All right, so people also get excited about goals. They see the potential and they think, this is really going to help me lose those 15 pounds I've been putting off, or this could really help me in my marriage, or this is really going to help me in progressing in my career. So the list goes on and on and on. So they write down like 100 goals. But the problem with a list like this is if you're going to be successful with goal setting, you've got to keep the number, you've got to keep your goals fewer in number. And I recommend no more than 7 to 10 goals. Any more than that, and you cannot stay focused, and you begin to feel overwhelmed. You might feel energetic at first, but it's not how you feel at first that's going to carry you through. It is your commitment to those goals that are the most important to you. All right, so here we go. Now we're going to cover the 5 strategies to make sure that accomplishing your goals is something that becomes your new normal. All right, strategy number 1, keep your goals fewer in number. As we mentioned before, 7 to 10 goals. This goes along with what psychologists say, that you cannot focus on more than 7 to 10 things at a time. This should be balanced throughout your life too. So write that down. Don't set more than 7 to 10 goals. You should have work goals. You should have personal goals. And you should have self-care goals. Again, keep them few in number and make sure that you are focusing on those that are most important to you. All right, strategy number 2, make your goals smarter. Now, most of you have probably heard of the acronym SMART goals, but we're going to take it one step further, and we are going to talk about smarter goals. All right, I love this. Michael Hyatt is who this is from, and he just got so much more dialed into it. All right, so we're going to start with the S. S stands for specific. Goals have to identify exactly what it is that you want to accomplish with as much specificity as possible. Here's an example of a bad goal. I want to lose weight. Now, this is more of an aspiration than anything, and let's be honest, there's likely 90% of the population that would easily say that they want to lose weight. But again, this is not specific enough to be a good goal. Now, if you were to say, I want to lose 10 pounds of fat, that is much more specific and well on its way to being a good goal. M is for measurable. Now, the M stands for your goals needing to be measurable. The old adage says that you can't manage what you don't measure. So you want a goal that is measurable so that you'll know when you've achieved it and you can check it off. I love to check things off my list. So a bad goal might be, I want to earn more money this year. Not very specific, nor does it really have something we can measure to the extent of knowing if we reached it or not. A better way to say this would be, I want to make $5,000 more this year than last. This makes it both specific and measurable, since you will know when you've reached that amount. You will have to have that line where you know whether you've won or lost, or how what you've done so far measures up. Another good example of this would be, I want to reduce my body fat percentage to 22% by the end of the year. All right, so let's move on to the next one. A is for actionable. Every goal should begin with an action verb like quit, run, finish, eliminate, etc. A bad example would be, I want to be more consistent with working out. Now, a good example would be, I want to work out 3 times per week, or I want to have 1 date night a week with my spouse. Those are actionable. All right, let's move on to R. Hope you're taking good notes here. So R is for realistic. Now here's where you have to be careful. When I say realistic, I'm not saying that they should be within your comfort zone. They have to be in your discomfort zone, not in your delusional zone, but in your discomfort zone. You've got 3 different zones: your comfort zone, your discomfort zone, and then your delusional zone. One giant thing to always remember is that change happens in your discomfort zone. I once heard a quote from someone that I just love, and it is, get comfortable being uncomfortable. And I just love that one because it reminds me to constantly put myself out on the edge and get uncomfortable with some of those goals that I have. All right, so here would be a bad example of what might be an unrealistic goal for me. I am going to qualify for the PGA Tour this year. All right, so I'm terrible at golf. I don't even play golf. And so that would be a very unrealistic, and it would just lead me to set myself up for failure. Now, a good example would be, I would like to start playing golf, and I would like to, learn some basic golf moves, learn the 3 basic golf moves. So this is still outside of my comfort zone, and you still want to push yourself, but you don't want to have a goal that is going to be very easy for you to achieve because it won't have the same meaning or significance. All right, so that's the R for realistic. Next, we have T for time-bound. Every goal needs a date associated with it. And this is the difference between having an aspiration and having a goal. If it doesn't have a date, it isn't a goal, it is just an aspiration. The great thing about having a deadline is that it creates urgency and it drives action. A bad example would be to say, I want to lose 20 pounds. But if you were to say, I want to lose 20 pounds by June 1st, then that completely changes things. Deadlines are really, really powerful, especially when it comes to goal setting. An important thing to consider with setting deadlines with goals is to make sure that all of your goals don't have the same deadline, because then you'll get a good way through the year letting yourself off the hook, and then you have to hit the panic button or just completely blow them off, all right? So we want to space them out. Next, we're moving on to the last 2 letters of the SMARTER acronym. E is for exciting. Your goal has to be compelling. It can't be something that is so incremental or something that someone else wants you to do. It has to be something that is exciting to you personally. So a personal example would be something that is compelling to me is to compete in a fitness competition in the second quarter of the year. Now that is exciting to me. I can't wait to do that. It also frightens me and it gets me in that uncomfortable zone. All right. So your goals have to have that excitement to you, but that's the juice, and that's the juice that's going to carry you through when you want to quit. All right. The last letter here is for relevant. R is for relevant. Your goals have to be relevant to where you are in your life. So for me, I can train competitively in the gym 5 days a week because I have adopted a mindset that challenges me to do that. As a mother, a wife, and an entrepreneur with 3 kids, I have had to put in place a support system so that I can achieve this goal. My youngest is in preschool. My husband is very supportive, which enables this goal to be realized. I'm in a place right now where I can afford to do that, and it is relevant to where I am in life. So for you, you might have a full-time job, run a business on the side, have 3 kids, etc. So 5 days a week may not be relevant to where you are in your life. You cannot measure yourself or your place by someone else's. We all need to take a step back and let ourselves off the hook and be honest with what is relevant to us and our season in life. Sometimes we can be so idealistic that we have the mentality that we'll settle for nothing but the best or nothing at all. And we often end up doing nothing. So it is really important to be honest and know if this is going to be relevant at the moment. Or do you have to do something less ambitious right now, given where you are in life? So that's a real honest talk with yourself. All right, we're moving on to strategy number 3. Write down your goals. Just like we're taking notes today, we're going to also write down those goals. So few people do this, but there is incredible power in just writing your goal down. It's almost like you're taking your first step in your intention towards bringing that goal into reality. And when you write down these goals, it's almost like your subconscious mind is looking for ways to make the things happen. But if you just think them, they just tend to come and go. It is a much more powerful experience when you write them down. It is like your brain. It's like what your brain says. Hey, look, if you don't have enough effort to write these goals down, we're not going to do anything, or we're not going to take them seriously. In fact, there is research done from Dominican University by Dr. Gail Matthews, and she studied a group of those who did write their goals down and a group that didn't write them down. And those that did write their goals down, she found that if you just write your goals down and do nothing else, the likelihood of achieving that goal increases by 42%. So why wouldn't you take the time to write them down? Write your goals down. All right, cheers, 3 cheers for writing our goals down. Some people think that it is important to write them out with pen and paper, and some like to just type them onto a computer. But there is some research that shows that there may be more value in going old school and physically writing them down. This argument is that when you physically write them down, you are actively engaging, more engaged with your brain than you are, and you're more aware of what it is you're putting down. All right, strategy number 4, review them frequently. This is by far the number one reason that most people don't achieve their goals. By not looking at them frequently, you forget the importance of the goals that you set, and you get caught up in life, and you lose your focus, and everything else is going to grab your attention and pull you astray. This one is so incredibly important. What I really love to do is a vision board as well. And so if you're ever interested in learning how to do a vision board, putting your goals up on a piece of poster board, hanging it on the wall where you can review them every single day, there's so much power in that. I give vision board workshops as well. I would love to go through a vision board workshop with you sometime as well. So, all right. Number 4, Now, something else that you can do with this is to print them out and laminate them. So you can create a vision board, or you can laminate them. You can keep them at your desk, by your bedside table, and then just review them, at night, in the morning. Some people have actually taken it a step further and created a screensaver for an iPhone that has them on there, and so they can see them throughout the day many times. Put them in the bathroom mirror so that when you're getting ready in the morning, you can review your goals. The important thing is that they are front of mind and that they are staying in your focus throughout the day. Keep them in a convenient place, as we just mentioned. All right, a diagnostic question that we often ask people is, when was the last time you reviewed your goals? Okay, review them frequently, as we just talked about. We recommend that at least for the first few months after you set your goals, you review them daily. This will keep them present and top of mind to you. So we're going to ask you, what actions can you take this week to make progress toward your goal? All right. So strategy number 5, we're going to talk about it. Share them selectively. So share your goals selectively. Now, in the past, I used to share my goals with everyone who would listen and everyone that would hold me accountable. But I heard this great talk by Derek Silvers, and he talks about the follies about sharing your goals publicly. He says, what happens in your brain is that your brain thinks it has already accomplished your goal. Isn't that fascinating? So in other words, you get the same physiological satisfaction as if you had actually accomplished your goal. Incredible. So if you share your goals, share them selectively with the people that will help support you. No negative Nellies, no negative naysayers, and with people that will hold you accountable. It is important to have someone that you feel safe in sharing these goals with. It could be your spouse, a friend, maybe a boss or business partner or a coach. Someone that is going to be sympathetic to you, but also call you out if you start making excuses. So not to nag, but to help you stay aligned with your goals. You want someone to keep you encouraged. All right, so let's recap. 5 strategies to crush your goals. Don't set too many goals, no more than 10. Remember, 7 to 10 is the magic number. Make them smarter. You've got to make your goals specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, timely, exciting, and relevant. Most importantly is to write them down. This alone will help you achieve your goals 42% more likely than if you did not write them down. Number 4 is to review them frequently. And number 5 is to share them selectively. All right, so how do we apply what we've learned today? And why should we set goals? Why is it so important? And why should we do this right now? One thing to consider is it takes less time than you think. It also pays huge dividends for such a small investment. To me, navigating life without goals is like piloting a ship without a rudder. How do you get through life? How do you know where you're going? Many people I know end up at destinations that they didn't choose because they just drifted into that life, like the candle in the wind. Also, the joy and satisfaction of accomplishing the things that are most important to you are at stake. So if you really want to achieve a life that matters, if you really want to get back to the end of your life and not have any regrets, and if you really want to look back with fulfillment and think, wow, I really accomplished some great things here, you need to set goals. That is where it starts, and it's easy. Now, taking it even beyond just your goals, this is an amazing activity to get into with your children if you have them. And one thing that you might have realized is just how much your behavior shapes their behavior. So having goals and talking about goals is an open environment is so important in shaping kids in terms of encouraging them to think forward and work on improving themselves and making progress. The more you can get into a habit of setting goals, reviewing your goals, And making progress toward these goals will not only benefit you, but it also has this tremendous ripple effect on the young ones in your family and the circle of people around you. So just to show you, I did this. I started out by dialing in exactly what it was I wanted to achieve and then set the necessary steps to get to my goal. Short 30-minute workouts from my home, along with a dialed-in nutrition plan and support, helped me to succeed. I worked together with a coach to set goals and then made sure to be held accountable to them, just like we discussed here today. So you want to see how powerful goal setting can be for your results when done this way? Remember that nothing that I've gone over with you today is theory. This is exactly what I do, and I teach all of my clients how to do this, and it's a huge part of why they do so well. So I'm not exactly why you showed up here today, but I bet I can guess that you are tired of trying to lose the same 5, 10, 20 plus pounds that you've been trying to lose year after year and still carry around. You know you're capable of more and you want to reach your true potential, but it feels like the cards are stacked against you. You have 1,000,001 things to do, and you don't know how you're ever going to be able to put yourself first. And maybe you just want to be told exactly what to do and how to do it so that you can reach your goals and see real results in your fat loss efforts. To get more muscle tone, fit into smaller clothes that are sitting in the back of your closet, or to just plain old feel better. Now, I'm sure you're saying, all right, Jenny, how do I do this for myself so that I can start making progress quickly and easily? Well, you have a few options. You can choose to do the same things that are complicated and confusing, or the simple and strategic way. You can choose to go the way that you've been going and trying to figure it out, maybe spending another year trying this diet or that gym while wasting more time and feeling more and more frustrated. Or you can do it the simple and strategic way and finally get the results that you've been wanting so that you can move on to bigger and better things in your life. And I'm sure you can guess which way I want you to go, and hopefully which way makes the most sense. So I've got a solution here for you today. This is the Vitality Lifestyle 6-Week Transformation Challenge. And when you become a member of the Vitality Lifestyle 6-Week Transformation Challenge, you will receive 15 30-minute total body fat burning workout sessions that are designated to increase your metabolism and give you sustained energy. You're going to get a 6-week clean eating meal plan to help you lose weight and eat healthy. You're going to get professional guidance and daily coaching. You're going to get support and accountability in a private Facebook group, a one-on-one nutrition and goal setting session, body mass index tracking, and much more. Here's an abbreviated roadmap of the exact system we use with most successful members that will get you into those skinny jeans, that little black dress, or showing off those arms wherever you go. So we talked a little bit here about what you're going to get. And the way that we're going to help you get results is right here by these 3 things: resistance training, cardiovascular training, nutritional support, and accountability. So the 30-minute workouts with resistance training help to increase muscular strength, build lean body mass, to help burn fat and tone your body. Cardiovascular training strengthens your heart, reduces risk of cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, increase your lung capacity, and burn calories. Interval training helps the body experience EPOC. So this is a shortened term that stands for excessive post-oxygen consumption, or the afterburn effect. The purpose of EPOC is to restore the body to its resting state and create physiological adaptations which will help the body handle the same amount of exercise-related stress more easily in the future. Essentially, this is the most important part right here. Your body is going to burn 2 times the amount of calories for up to 36 hours post-exercise. You're going to also receive nutritional support. Learn how to eat to fuel your body and increase your metabolism with a meal plan, shopping lists, and a recipe guide. You're going to receive a one-on-one nutrition and goal-setting consultation to help you and your individual fitness goals. You're also going to receive accountability. We're going to hold your feet to the fire to help you get the results that you're looking to achieve. And using this proven system, you can expect to gain control of your fat loss once and for all. You're going to build a healthy lifestyle that sticks so that you never have to worry about those unwanted pounds creeping back on. And not only that, you're going to regain your energy and your confidence. No more hiding behind baggy clothes or avoiding cameras when it's picture time. So I'm going to ask you, are you finally ready to get the body you want using a proven transformation system? So you're probably asking yourself right now, okay, this all sounds perfect, but what is the investment? Well, the thing is, you could try going out on it at your own and waste valuable time and money while you could be seeing results, or you could save yourself tons of frustration and time by investing in a proven system that is guaranteed to work. This is exactly why we created the Vitality Lifestyle Program, to help people like you reach their goals in the shortest amount of time possible. So the total value of this, actually I have that wrong. The total value is $1,487. So 15 fat-burning, muscle-toning classes and sessions, which are $495 value. You're going to get a meal plan and shopping list, $120 value. You're going to get daily coaching, my guidance, resources, and support, which is a $797 value. And you're going to get personal nutrition consultation, one-on-one, which is the $75 value. All of this, the total value of all of this is $1,487. But of course, I'm not going to charge $1,487 for this. You are going to get this for $147. This 6-week program for $147. 60% discount off of our regular price, but it is only for a short time only. So we will invite you right now to click on the link below, which is going to take you to our website, where you will be able to register for the 6-week Vitality Lifestyle Transformation Challenge. And once we receive your information and get you signed up, we will send you a welcome email that will get you immediate access to things like how do we meal prep like a pro, how to organize your kitchen for optimal success, your 6-week meal plan, your 6-week shopping list, how to calculate your macros, and much, much more. So for everyone, before we get to the end, I just want to remind you that the Fast Action discount will end soon. Space is limited, and we want to ensure that we give you the time and attention you deserve. So please be sure to head over to www.vitalitylifestyle.me to get yourself registered today before space is gone. We thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to helping you succeed this new year and to crushing and setting those goals, succeeding in those goals that you've set for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to talking to you soon.